Oh my goodness, technical difficulties. Here we are. Oh, you're on mute. See, we're even worse technical difficulty.
I had children talking in the background, so I muted myself.
Oh my goodness.
I was saying Wednesdays are no good for us. We need to stick to Tuesdays. We know what we're doing on Tuesdays.
We know what we're doing on Tuesdays. Tuesday's the day. Yesterday we were a little busy though, so that's why we couldn't do it.
We were.
Well, hello everyone. We are coming to you live about Virgin Voyages. Yay. So we want to talk about Virgin and the really cool deal that we have. Actually, we didn't do a Tuesday tips yesterday, so we figured we kind of do this little Tuesday tips sort of in a way and talk about a deal, right?
Yes.
So, Kellers, tell us why everyone should sail on Virgin Voyages.
Because it's the bestest.
We have the mostest fun on it.
Well, I would say the number one reason is that there are no kids. That we hear all the time. You know, it's surprising. I had somebody recently that was a friend of a friend that, you know, just got connected and wanted to go on the same cruise. And when I mentioned it was adults only, they had no idea. And they were so excited. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one thing that like we talk about all the time, that it's adults only.
This was someone booked and then invited friends.
No,
yeah. I
totally
They're not in our group. They didn't know anything about Virgin.
Yeah. I still think it's funny though. I feel like that'd be the one, like, I don't know. I feel like that's the one thing that like everyone should know, that like it's adults only. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Some people will think adults only sounds like, you know what I mean? Like it does, when you say adults only, it sounds a little, but yeah, maybe they just don't lean into that, but I feel like that's one of the things that everybody knows, obviously. But the other thing that Virgin is obviously known, well, I should say obviously, clearly anymore, is food. Like their food is phenomenal and everything is included. That's one of the things that I absolutely love about them, is that everything is included. So, we're going to there it is, always included. It took us a while to get there. But the things that are included, there are over 20 plus eateries on board for the dining, and that is included. There is nothing extra that you have to pay. But I will say that there are little extra choices. They call them, what do they call them, Kelly? What's the word? It's super cute. Oh my gosh, what is the word that they use? Treat yourself.
Oh,
what's that? It's not just
a word. A
few words. Not just one. Maybe if I said, what's the phrase? Not what's one word. So they call it treat yourself, where basically you can buy some, like a seafood tower or the tomahawk steak. There's not many things to buy extra in there. Everything really is included, and the food is phenomenal. And Kelly and I were just actually on the celebration voyage last week, and we learned that everything's getting a little bit of a zhuzh because they've heard everyone's complaints about the not the food, but the menus being, oh gosh, I shouldn't even use this word, but I'm going to, stale, because it's like a little pun. But that the menus are kind of a little stale, and that those of us that have sailed over 45 times, which aren't many of us, are bored. That was not me that said that I was bored with the menu. I'm totally fine with it, but apparently other people are. So they are zhuzhing all the menus up. And I don't know if some of them are getting zhuzhed for good. I mean, for good, meaning like everyone's going to be super happy about it. When they zhuzhed up Razzle Dazzle, everyone got mad over the butter chicken. So apparently there's a loss at, where is it? EV. One of our favorite dishes.
Yeah.
See, so it's not always for good. Anyways, so all the eateries are included. They're really good. The food is phenomenal, but it's all included. And then your gratuities, your tips are all included. So you don't have to feel like you're like shelling out dollars after you get there, or at the end you get this bill of like, and you're like, what the heck is this? You're like, yeah, you're paying the head waiter. What? Who are we paying this head waiter? Well, we lost our all. Wow, we're really doing well on the tech today. What else is included, Kellers?
Well, basic Wi-Fi is included.
Yes, you gotta say basic now. Basic Wi-Fi is included.
Basic meaning you can make phone calls and text messages. You can, I think, go on social media, but you can't like
Yeah,
upload videos and any streaming or anything like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yep. You can actually barely upload anything from what I remember when we go on basic Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But it is included. So if you do want to disconnect, but have that little bit of connection where you're not like, anyone at home care that I'm gone? Basic Wi-Fi is there and free for you.
Yep.
What else is included? Our very favorites, because we got to experience it again last week for the first time in a long time, actually, was
group fitness classes. So they have yoga, I think every morning.
Yeah, I think it's every morning too.
They have bungee classes. They have HIIT classes. They have spin classes. All of that is included. Now, some of them are very limited, like the bungee class. There's only 6 bungees in there. So only 6 people can do it at a time. So they're very limited. So if you want it, jump on that. And
we bungeed last week and
we did.
Had the best time. It was at 8 a.m. and right before we bungeed, the instructor goes, "Did you guys eat before?" And we're like, "No, we're not that stupid." so he was like, "Good," because literally like the bungee is all across your stomach. You're just hanging upside down at times. So like, I mean, don't go to bungee hungover. Don't go to bungee eaten. Kelly, what else should you not go to bungee?
Well, I took a couple sips of water before I got on my stomach, and I was like, "Oh," it was like all sitting in there.
Yeah, you press on your stomach, like your stomach is getting pressed on.
Yeah,
and you're laying on it. And sometimes it's holding up your full body weight. Like it's interesting, but super fun. We had the best time. My arms were killing me the next day because you're actually doing this like pull down. Like it depends on how the class is done, but it was really cool. I liked it. I had a good time. Got my sweat on. And then essential drinks. So this is a big one that people don't really realize is that your like Coke, Sprite, all that stuff, ginger ale, what else is included? Diet Coke is all included. So you don't pay extra for that. Other cruise lines will charge you. And if you've never cruised before, you probably would never realize that that's something that other people would charge you for, but they do not charge you at Virgin. It is all included. And water, there's no bottled water. So it's all in your room in a carafe. So bring a bottle of, like a reasonable bottle. What were you going to say, Kelly? Sorry, I cut you off.
I was going to say the other cruise lines, one that we go on occasionally with our children, charge $10.99 a day for a soda package per person.
$10.99 is good. I think I've paid $11 to $12.
Yeah, that's a lot for soda.
Yeah, for soda. You got to have like what? 3-4 glasses now in order to make back your money.
Yeah.
And the cups are getting smaller. I talk about that all the time, and not in Virgin, but the other cruise lines, the cups keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'm like, what's happening to these cups over the years? I feel like they've gone to like normal size to very tiny kitty cups. Like they're like, here's your shot of Sprite. No, I'd like a glass of Sprite. Like that's what I want to drink right now. And then the shows and entertainment are included. There are a couple of shows that you actually have to pay for, but that's because alcohol is included. But all of the shows and entertainment are included. So it's over what they used to say, like over $1,000 of included products, right? Not products, inclusions, I should say.
Yeah, for sure.
So, which is really cool. So those are the amazing reasons, but also here's your sailing club stuff. So if you have sailed with another company, they are doing a match, or another cruise line, they are doing a match status right now, but not completely a match status. So don't get your hopes up that if you're, Diamond or Pinnacle over at, some of the other ones, you're not going to be, at the highest level here at Virgin, but you will come in at the first level. So Kelly, please correct me on the timing, on the number of times you have to sail. Is it 3 to 4 for the first one?
Yep, 3 to 4, you get blue extras.
Yeah, blue extras. And then what's the second one? 4 to 5 or 5 to 6?
On the fifth sailing, you get deep blue.
Yeah, so 5th sailing, you get deep blue. So the blue extras, you get what? Oh gosh, we have to go over this again. I'm trying to remember.
So blue extras, you get 1 specialty coffee per day per person. So if both of you have matched your status or this is your 3rd sailing, you'll get 1 specialty coffee a day per person. There is an exclusive cocktail event which you'll be invited to. They'll have a paper in your room to tell you what time and where that is. You get 1 bag of laundry, and you get a dedicated sailor services person. We've never tested that, so I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah.
I do recall like messages coming through and saying, I'm so-and-so, your deep blue.
I've gotten it. I got it last sailing. I don't think I ever used it because we were rock stars, so I didn't use them. But it's cool if you're not rock star. I think it's great if it works.
Yeah. So that's blue extras. And then when you step up to deep blue, you get an additional coffee per day. So now it's 2 per person. You get $100 bar tab per person, and premium Wi-Fi and priority boarding. So that's why everyone is gunning for that deep blue extras, is the priority boarding, right? Everyone wants that.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I mean, we did just do the celebration voyage. They did kind of talk about sailing club and how, they might make some changes to it, because if you're only sailing, 1 time a year, or you've sailed 1 time in 2022 and you already qualify for deep blue, because that's how it worked back in the day. You only needed so many voyages in the beginning. There's only so many people that they could give specialty boarding to or priority boarding to, right?
Yeah.
You can't have 1,000 people having priority boarding, because it wouldn't work. So I think they will be making changes. It's a matter of when.
Yeah. Well, they just changed this. What was it, last year this came out? I feel like this came out last year, early in the year. I don't remember now. But they just kind of, or maybe it was May. Shoot, I can't remember now.
Yep, it was April of last year.
It was it? Okay. So I don't think this per se is going anywhere real soon, because Normal, one of his sayings that he said, and I've heard him say this before, was that I guess when they were talking to other cruise lines, they're like, hey, when you started your company, what is it that you wish that you had done differently, or wish that you could have done? They said you get 1 sailing club or one loyalty thing. Get it right the first time, basically. Try and get it right the first time. So I think, excuse me. So I think, excuse me. So I think they're trying to get this right as best as they possibly can, and then hit it solid and call it a day, from what he was saying anyways last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a sailing club. So if you have never sailed Virgin, or you did, these are the extras that you get, but you can do a status match from other cruise lines. And they're listed there. They're hard to see though, but they're specific tiers. So like, I want to say, like, if you're a Royal Caribbean fan, it's on there. I know it's Diamond Plus, and Pinnacle Club. Carnival is Platinum and Diamond. Celebrity is Elite Plus, and Zenith. Is that what it says? Mm-hmm. So it gives you an idea. Those are a lot of the ones that that we kind of see come over. And Disney Castaway is actually silver, gold, platinum, and pearl. So
I only need 1 Disney sailing.
You only need 1 Disney sailing. They want you over here. So that's the sailing club. We want to talk about the bar tab really quickly, because I feel like it's been given a bad rap again. I don't know why, man. I love this bar tab. But those of you that have sailed prior and you're like, I love my drink package. I love this. I think it's so great. I mean, don't get me wrong. Have I gone over it? Yes. Can you go over it? Yes. But it doesn't help when you're like me and you're buying drinks for everybody, and then no one pays attention, and this person's buying a drink here. Like, That's what happens with the bar tab. If you're like to buy drinks for other people, you will be buying drinks for other people. Like it's the nice part about the bar tab. But basically what it is a bar tab. So you put down a certain amount of money, you put down $500 in bar tab, you get $100 extra. So you have a total of $600 in premium drinks. Now you can buy whatever you want. If you want, oh gosh, what would be an expensive drink? I don't even know. I'm trying to think.
Moet Ice.
Yeah, Moet Ice. If you want Moet Ice, a full bottle of Moet Ice, which by the way, I found out is my favorite champagne. You can, because you have a bar tab. You don't have to worry about what range of pricing it's in. Is it in these range? Oh no, that chocolate martini is over the $15 price range. I'm not in that $15. Nope. Because you have a bar tab. So that's a nice part. That's why I love it. And plus you're not sitting there counting drinks going, I only had 5 drinks today and I must make it to 10 in order to make back my $90 a day. So that's why I love a bar tab. But I will tell you that they beta tested the whole drink package, drink like a VIP. I don't know if we've heard that that's sticking around or not. Have we heard that if it's staying? What?
I don't know. It was only for April and May. So I'm guessing after May, they'll poll the people that have gotten it and see what they thought about it. I know Justin just had it, your client that was on last week.
How did I not know that? Why was that buying me drinks, Justin?
He was telling me about it, and I think he liked it because he didn't have to worry about calculating things. And
that's what most people like the drink package for, which I totally get. Listen.
Yeah.
I get that, but I still love the bar tab better. I think it'd be nice if they offered both, honestly. Your choice.
Yeah.
If you can. I don't know how the system works, obviously.
Right.
You know, if that's a thing. Well, I guess you scan it and it would just know.
Yeah. So one thing to know is if you do buy a bar tab, it's use it or lose it. So that's where the buy people drinks come in. If you come in on the last day and you still have $100 bar tab, you make some friends at the bar and you buy them drinks.
That's very true. Or you go with Kara, who buys us all the drinks. Yes. Thank you, Kara. We love you. Because Kelly and I were out by like the second day.
I don't know.
Were we? Like, I feel like we were. What happened to us? What did we order?
I think we were buying shots for people.
Oh, shots. You guys, the shot guy gets us, man. The best thing and the worst thing Virgin's ever done, because I love the shot guy. And I literally see him and I yell, shot guy! And he comes over and it's the best. He's got this tray of shots and it's like, you know, fruity shots. It's not, you know, straight alcohol. It's like your fruity, like lemon drop, I don't know, strawberry something or other. I have no idea what I drank. And by that time, nobody cares. So, but the shot guy is amazeballs. He is phenomenal. And we've thank you, Virgin. You've stolen a lot of our bar tab because of that stupid shot guy. We here at Fabulous Adventures love and hate the shot guy. Oh my gosh, damn shot guy. And he even has a hat, but I don't know what it says across it. I think it just says shots, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it says shots. Yeah.
It should say shot guy. And it's usually a guy. That's the best part. So he always yells, shot guy. Oh my gosh. And I think he literally goes slow around Kelly and I. He's like, ooh, there they are. This is where I win back all my money. This is where I make all my money. Those two right there. Oh gosh. And then if you're lucky enough, you stand by Kelly and I, and we buy you a shot because we don't care who's around. We're like, we just start counting and we're like 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. And we're like, we need 9 shots. And we turn around and we only need like 4. So everyone else gets 1 too. So stand by Kelly and I. You'll get all the shots. You'll be like, wow, I got a lot of bar tab left at the end. Stood by Kelly. Oh, but anyways, damn shot guy. So that is the bar tab. And that's one of the reasons why I love Virgin. The other thing, Kelly, what happened? You went to the galley to eat breakfast on our last cruise. And you came back downstairs. You probably don't remember this, but I didn't go because my stomach was really bothering me. Was it my stomach? Yeah, something was bothering me. So I didn't go. Plus I had to pack. Anyways, Kelly went upstairs, came back down, and she was like, man, do you remember what you said?
Did I say that they had to go to Colombia to get your
Oh, you did say that,
Your
yeah.
hot chocolate. What did I say?
There was a lot of luggage up there.
Oh, there was. There was a lot. Well, we don't normally go to the galley on the last day, so I don't know. Maybe that's normally like that. But
Well,
people leave your luggage in your room. Go have breakfast.
Yeah.
Go have breakfast and then come back and get your luggage because they don't kick you out of your room until like 10 o'clock. So we normally just go have a leisurely breakfast, go back to our cabin, maybe finish packing, and then walk out. So
you can even work out if you want to. If that is your thing, you can work out, take a shower, and be ready to go. It's glorious.
Yeah.
Suck in your bar or whatever it is that you eat for breakfast, your yogurt, and get ready to go. If you don't do any of that, that's cool too. Or just go like Kelly and I and have a leisurely breakfast, like she said, with no luggage in tow.
Right.
But yeah, don't bring your luggage. That's the genius part about it. You just have to leave all your stuff there. They really start to kick you out at 10:30. Like they'll do a room sweep. Like they're like, peace out. They're dragging you by your hair, man. They're grabbing your ponytail or whatever it is that's on your head. And they're dragging you off that ship at 10:30. And honestly, the people that are on board that are staying for the next one are boo hissing you because they're annoyed that they can't get off to do their round to come back on because they're waiting for you to get off. So at 10:30, get your butt off the ship. But stay in your room until then or whenever you want to, obviously. But leave your luggage there, do your thing, sleep in, enjoy that 70s party on the 4-nighter. Disco. Sisters are doing it for themselves. But yeah, so leave your luggage. That's our PSA for the day. Is that it, Carly? Is that our PSA for the day?
Yes, that is.
That's one of the things that I do love about Virgin is that your room is ready when you get on board, and that the fact that you can mosey yourself off the ship by 10:30. It's funny though, the first announcement, I do love the first announcement comes at like 8:30, I think. I want to say it's at 8:30 and it's outside. It's not in your room. So you hear it in the hallway. Well, we hate to say goodbye or whatever. We hate to see you go. It's a whole thing about it. I can't think of it now. Of course, I'll be able to recite it if I was sitting there. But she says, well, we hate to say goodbye, but we need to see you off the ship, basically is what she says, right? And so she's like, all right, we need you to start, making your way up the ship. This was at 8:30. At 9:30, she's like, all right, now we really hate to say goodbye, but you got to go. At 9:30, she says that. But now it's playing in your cabin. So if you slept in and overslept, it's now playing in your cabin. So once it hits 9:30, you will start to hear the announcements where they're like, all right, get up. But don't stress. They're still not kicking you off until 10:30. But she does say that, though. She says something like that. Like, it's time for you to go, even though it's really not time for you to go just yet. So yeah, I love that about Virgin. What else, Kelly? What else are we missing?
Well, that will be the only time you hear an announcement, except for the first day telling you or welcoming you on board and telling you to go to your muster station. But between that and the get off the ship, you're not going to hear an announcement unless we always say if the captain comes on, you listen because there's something wrong.
Yeah. And the Valiant has one of our favorite captains right now.
Yes.
Justin, we love you.
Yes, he's very personable. He's out and about.
He really is. I love that about him. He's out and about. He's chilling. He's talking to people. He's like, hey. And I'm like, hey, Cap. He's like, did you have a good night last night? I'm like, yeah, I met your best friend. He's like, oh, God, don't. And then what did he say to me? He goes, don't talk to him. He's not good. And I was like, he's your best friend. It was so funny. He was awesome. He's like, all right, we'll stay away from that guy. I was like, all right. I go, you should keep him up there in the bridge then. Time to your seat. But anyways, no, he's super cool. And he'll totally just respond and talk to you. One time I saw him in the first time we met him, I saw him in the hallway just chatting with people in the actual hallway of the cabins, not just not on the normal decks. It was like a cabin hallway. He must have been just walking through and he's just having a chat with people. And I was like, hey, Cap. And the people were like, they had no idea he was a captain. They were like shocked because he's wearing a polo basically, with no distinguished, anything on him, basically saying that he's a captain. I don't even think it says Captain Justin on his embroidered here. I don't think.
I don't know. I mean, he has a name tag on. I wonder if it says Captain under his
Oh,
name.
it does. I think it does say, you're right. It does say Justin and then Captain on the bottom. It doesn't even say Captain Justin. It says Justin, Captain. So anyway.
He knows he's important.
He does know he's important, especially when I'm aboard. I'm like, hey, hey, BFF. Anyways, what was I gonna say about that? Shoot, I was gonna say, oh, who was telling us, Kelly, that people, oh no, maybe this was just my client, Justin, was saying, I think he took the tour with Frank on the celebration tour. And Frank was saying that they had a hard time finding captains because they didn't want to break from tradition with the traditional garb, basically the traditional uniform. And they were like, as soon as they said that, you know, you're going to be dressed in a polo and shorts and look like you're going on vacation, they were out. Like they lost a lot of people. That's what Frank said. I think Justin told me that. I'm pretty sure it was Justin, not Captain Justin. Client Justin. Thanks, Justin. I'm pretty sure it was him because he had a great tour, like touring everything and like hearing from Frank and stuff. So we should have had Justin do it so he could tell all the secrets that he learned. We should have Justin do this. Well, anyways, I know we're talking a lot, so we'll cut this a little bit shorter so that we can tell you what the deal is for the rest of the week. Woohoo! The deal for the rest of the week is an exclusive offer of $50 free bar tab per cabin when you make a new booking. So know that it's new bookings only, not lock-it-in rates. It's not valid on existing bookings or any additional Sailor Loot offers, but it is combinable with, which is phenomenal, the current promotion, which is what, Kellers?
75% off second guest.
Mm-hmm. It's also combinable with MNVV, circles, and groups. So, which is really cool. So you can get, so with your MNVV, you'll get an extra $50 bar tab. And we have some really cool circles right now that we have some pretty decent deals on. So contact us because we have better rates than booking direct, actually, because we get some deals, right, Kellers? Do you remember any of the dates off the top of your head we can throw out there?
Of the circles?
Yeah, that we have 10% off.
I know that there's the transatlantic from New York to Barcelona, which has been a pretty hot item. We do have 10% off plus a $300 bar tab because we secured this during the last offer.
We are so smart.
Yeah, we do have some Alaska sailings on here. We have the Iceland, Greenland, Canada.
Oh, that one's so great. I'm telling you, I'm dying over that one that I want to go so bad.
Yeah, there's, let me see what else we have. We have a couple of Fire and Sunsets in the beginning of 2026. So those 4-nighters. Couple of Miami to Grand Turk. November 1st is pretty, I think selling pretty well.
I know. That one is funny.
Yeah.
I love it. That's been selling well.
It's the Western Caribbean from Miami to Bimini. So it's a 7-night Western Caribbean.
Western Caribbean, Miami to Bimini. So
yeah.
Does it have my favorite port in it?
That I can tell you off the top of my head.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure it out.
I think so.
Ooh, then you should be on that one. Because you need to go on the Mayan ritual with a shaman. Costa Maya. Don't miss it. The best thing ever. All right, what else? Well, those are probably like the ones you remember, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was good. That was better than me. I only remember February. Jeez Louise, that's not even right. November. Don't we have November 8th or 12th? What is it?
November 12th, yes.
November 12th, which is a Fire and Sunset. So we've got 10% off that and bar tab, which wasn't massive for a 4-nighter, but we still have it. But then you can add this tab on top of it.
Combinable with MNVV and this offer, plus the 10% off, you're golden.
Totally. You're like almost back up to that 300, 600.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to try and get you there with all the things. They're going to be like, Normal's going to be like, didn't we make these things not stackable? Virgin or Fabulous Adventures tried to make them stackable as best as we possibly could. He was like, I tried to get away from this not stackable thing. Anyways, so yeah, contact us. We'd love to help you book. Other than that, what else, Kellers? Nothing?
Mm-hmm.
We did it? We nailed it?
I
Yeah,
think so.
We, if you honestly, we have a couple group cruises. If you want to go on June 25th with us, we're doing a Friends cruise. Friends, the TV show, not Friends as in Golden Girls Friends, I guess. I don't know. Can you say it like, we should do a Golden Girls cruise? I don't know much about it, but I do think that people would jump on. I mean, don't get me wrong. I did watch it growing up, but I don't like, I'm not like, I don't remember it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be funny. I think people would totally do it.
I lost the top of my head.
You did? What the heck happened to it?
I don't know.
You're missing a whole like come back. Kelly, come back. Kelly, come back.
I
don't. Anyways, so we do have a Friends TV show cruise. You can still join us, even though we are ordering the t-shirts, and you might be SOL out of a t-shirt, but we'll just write it on in Sharpie, and you'll be good. And then I have a fitness cruise that you should totally join because it's a dance fitness cruise, which is going to be amazing. It's July 9th. And then we're doing Iceland, which is also going to be amazing. And then we're doing Mermaiden, right? New York, which is also going to be amazing. And then we have Girls Cruise, which is not getting much love right now because I feel like the summer is like, so the Girls Cruises, totally come join us for that because obviously we have the best time. Girls Gone Cruising. Girls Gone Cruising. And then that's it, right? For now. These are a lot. I don't think we got to figure that out next time that they're not so planned together, that they're not like next to each other.
Yep.
So anyways, all right. Well, we'll leave you to enjoy your night. Thank you for joining us. We'll leave you with our favorite phrase. Wow. What is up with me? There's only water in here, people, and I can't. We'll leave you with our favorite phrase, which is you float our boat. It's so hard to do when we're not together.
I know.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.